I'm Kim Gardner. I am a native of Colorado. I came from a wonderful family with loving, supportive parents and siblings. I found as I started getting a little bit older in my law practice that I was becoming a little bit more anxious and a little bit more worried about things, and found that I was getting having a great deal of stress, and found that I was feeling dread, that I was a burden to my family, when in fact I don't think anybody would have expressed that within my family, that I was a burden to others, that I was trapped, and that I didn't seem to have any other way out. So, to an outsider, that would have been completely irrational, because I was the go-to guy. I was the person that people came to for help in my law practice and in my church service. So I was the one people sought help from, but I was also the one who felt like I had this image to portray, that I couldn't seek help, and that I could tough things out, I could strengthen things out, I could make it work, that I had the wherewithal to do that. But as I got into a little bit darker place, I was getting pretty desperate, and realized that I needed help. Before I got to that point, I really, I thought of taking my life. I knew how, I knew where, I knew when, but it was also that family and my support system where I knew I just had to back away from that, and I had to find the strength inside, but also the strength from others that could help me, both family help and professional help. And so while I was the go-to guy who at one point didn't feel like I could display any vulnerabilities or any imperfections or challenges, realized that if I was going to survive, I needed to get help. And I did that. And so now I recognize, and I've gotten help from medical professionals for depression and anxiety. And those conditions don't define me, they don't limit me, they do shape me, but give me opportunities to provide help and service to others. And so I realized when I was in some of those dark times that there had to be hope. I wasn't sure that I was feeling hope, but I was hoping that there was hope, if that makes any sense. And so as I backed away from difficult situations and turned for help, I realized that there were just too many opportunities that I would miss. Too many birthday parties, too many family reunions, too many opportunities to climb a mountain, which is something that I love to do. Too many opportunities to give service to others. Too many opportunities to snuggle with my wife of many years. So for me, it's helpful to celebrate those challenges, embrace those challenges, embrace those things that make us human beings. In my case, maybe some depression and anxiety, maybe somebody else's case, something different. So while I had this wonderful family life as a kid and as an adult, that didn't shield me against some other challenging things. But now I think I've developed some personal shields and some personal strategies. My friends and family, being physically active is very important to me. But it's also part of my life that I need to take medication daily, and that doesn't make me a weak or a failed person or from a bad family. It's just part of who I am. I recognize the awesome value of that. So that's why it's really awesome to talk with others who have had kind of similar experiences and learn of their journey and know that journey in a real formal setting can help other people in a very peer, face-to-face, eye-to-eye kind of a support situation. There are other people around you that want to help you. And so don't think you can tough it out. Don't think you have to tough it out. You're not alone. There are people, both informal supports and formal supports, that can help you on your journey.